I'm going to record it. Everyone is has their camera off, so I'm going to record this on this computer, yes. And then post it at the end. Okay. Good. So we go to matrix. Right here in blue. Second and matrix. We want to edit a matrix that is a 4 by 4. I bet this is a problem probably that you're asking. That would be fantastic. So last semester, I did not put it in myself. This is really cute. Okay, so let me start from scratch so you can see how I enter this. Okay, so again, so second and matrix, and let me see how I delete this matrix. Never mind. I'm just gonna say 1 by 3, and it will probably go away by itself, I hope. That was cute. Okay, let me clear something in here so it disappears. No, it doesn't clear anything. It doesn't want to clear anything. Fine. Okay. So I'm going to do this from scratch with a different matrix. Okay. You're going to use matrix A. I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use matrix D. And I want matrix B to be a 4 by 4. And then I enter on rows -8, and then 4, and then -2, and then 1, and then 8 again, and then 4, and then 2, and then 1, and then 12, and then -4, and then 1, and of course 0 because D is not in this third equation, and then 12, and then 4, and then 1, and then 0, and then I get out of there. I go back with second and quit, and then I go back and I will edit matrix E, and matrix, that's not what I meant. I wanted to edit matrix E, and of course this will be a 4 by 1. It's 4 rows and 1 column, and I will just enter in there, oops, what I wanted, 9300. So 9 and 3. And then I second and quit, I'm out. I want to call matrix D. I'm calling matrix D, which is number 4. I put power -1 on it, and I multiply by second and matrix, of course matrix E, which is number 5. That's what I want. So this should have been A inverse. It's called not A to -1. It's called A inverse times B, but I had to avoid A and B. So when I click enter, I will get a matrix that is has 4 rows and 1 column. The entries in this matrix will be A, B, C, and D. And here they are. Okay? You can change the 0.1875 and the -2.25 into fractions. That's not a big deal. And that's your answer. And that is the quickest. It took a little while because I needed to explain what it is. So A equals 0.1875, B equals 0, C equals -2.25, and D equals 6. So I'm going to stop my recording right now. Stop recording and stop sharing. Good. And at the end, I'll post that. So then these are our coefficients. And then f of x can be written as 0.1875x to the third. B is 0, so then minus 2.25 x and plus 6. And this is your function that fulfills the given conditions. Very good question. I hope this helps. It was a good review of algebra. We teach this in college algebra. I don't know if you took college algebra, but we also teach it in pre-calculus. So you should have seen this. If not, it's okay, now you know. But it works only if the system has a solution, and it does. Now, if the problem is asking us to change those numbers into fractions, very easy, 0.18. Of course, if you want to do it with a calculator, you change that with in a fraction form, and it's 3 over 16. If you want 2.25, you go to math and change it into a fraction, and it's 9 over 4. So depending on how they want the answer. So this is 3 over 16 x cubed minus 9/4 x plus 6. I don't know how, I didn't look at the problem in WebAssign. But put the, make sure that you read the fine print. Very good problem, very good question. Anything else? Anyone else would like to say or ask anything?
I had a question about what you just did.
Yes.
Can you only use a calculator, or could you do it by hand as well?
Yeah, that's why I asked a few minutes ago when I started the method. I said, do you want the long method to with elimination, or you want the quick method? And someone wanted to see this method, and I was very happy to show it. The solution will be the same no matter which method you apply.
Okay, thank you.
Guaranteed. Anything else? Other questions?
Yes, I had one.
Yes, I'm ready.
And it's f of y is equal to 1 over y squared minus 9 divided by y to the power of 4 times y plus 3y cubed.
So can you share the screen or something, or can you show? I didn't catch what. So sorry.
I'll just repeat it.
Yes.
Okay. So it would be 1 over y squared.
So you're saying that there is a numerator and there is a denominator?
No. So that first value is in parentheses. It's all multiplied. There's no division.
Okay, I'm going to erase that.
Yeah. Okay. So minus. And that's no. It's not close parentheses. It's still in the same.
Okay.
So just repeat it. So f of y is equal to parentheses 1 over y squared minus 9 divided by y to the power of 4 close parentheses, then parentheses y plus 3y cubed close parentheses.
Like this?
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. So you want to differentiate.
Yeah.
So you have several options here. One option is you distribute and simplify as much as possible. That's the easiest. If you want to practice the product rule, we can use the product rule. So it's up to you. You choose. When it comes to WebAssign, I'm not asking you, showing you how to cheat. I'm not saying that. But if the method is not indicated, you choose the method you like. If they say you have to use the product rule, let's practice the product rule. But I doubt that they say use this method versus that one. So you tell me what you want to do. We can distribute. We normally do that unless I have here power 4 and power 10. Then I will not be able to distribute anything. So if I have powers, then I have to use the product rule and the chain rule. If I don't have powers, then, and nobody is forcing me to use a particular method, then I will distribute. Now you tell me what you want us to do.
Can you go over the products and chain rule? I was struggling to understand the chain rule.
There is no chain rule here on this problem. This problem does not come from 3.4.
Okay, so it will only be product rule?
Yes. There is no function of a function here. A function of a function will be something like this. Outer and inner. There is no outer and inner here. So if there is no outer and inner, there is no chain rule. I mean, it doesn't need to be applied. You can't apply it. So which method do you want to apply here? Anyone? You may be muted. Maybe you're talking, but you may be muted.
Let's just use the product rule.
Okay, perfect. So in order to use the product rule, then we have, remember, the first function prime. I will rearrange this into y to -2 minus 9y to -4, and then y plus 3y cubed. And then just use the product rule, which means first function prime times the second function times, plus the first function times the second function prime. You can stick with your own method, it's fine. So I have negative 2 y to negative 3 plus 36 y to negative 5 times y plus 3 y to the third, and then plus the first function y to negative 2 minus 9 y to negative 4 times the second function prime, which is 1 plus 9y squared. Was this clear? Or so negative 2y to negative 3, negative 4 times negative 9 is positive 36, and I subtract 1 from the power, and I copy the second function, plus I copy the first one, and now I differentiate the second one. 1 plus 9y squared. Is this clear, or it needs more?
Yeah, it's clear.
I don't know exactly how they want the answer, though.
Well, I think they wanted it more simplified, but they just like expanded it more.
Okay, so in that case we have to distribute. So y with this would be negative 2y to negative 2. Y with this would be 36y to negative 4. This with this would be negative 6, because y cubed times y to negative 3 is y to 0, which is 1. Then when I multiply these two, I get, I think it's 108. Yes, correct. Y to negative 2. And now, here, plus y to negative 2 minus 9y to negative 4. And then again plus 9, because we copy the base, add the exponents, we get 0. And now here I have negative 81 y to negative 2. Okay, perfect. So negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. So these are all like terms. So 108 minus 81, I think it's 27. 27 minus 1 is 26. Y to negative 2. These two, 36, these are like terms. 36 minus 9. Right? Are you with me? 27 plus y to negative 4. And this plus 3. Now we can also change it into a fraction, or is this good enough?
Fraction.
Yes?
Fraction.
Oh, a fraction you said. Sure. So this will be over y squared. Let me write that first. I'm going to erase that. So 26 over y squared plus 27 over y to the fourth and plus 3. I'm going to erase that from there. And the least common denominator, can anyone give us the least common denominator? Anyone? The least common denominator?
Y squared.
So the greatest common factor is one thing, but the least common denominator is something else. Is a quantity that I can divide, that y squared goes into, y to the fourth goes into, and 1 goes into. So this is the smallest number that can be divided by these two, or the smallest quantity if you want. So this one needs a y squared, this one doesn't need anything, but this one needs a y to the fourth. So it's 26y squared plus 27 and plus 3y to the fourth. And I will rearrange the numerator correctly. So I will write 3y to the fourth plus 26y squared plus 27, everything divided by y to the fourth. Is that okay? Are the steps clear? Is this okay, everyone? Any questions?
Could you go back up a little bit?
Yes, of course.
And could you go over when you differentiated the where the red starts?
Here,
Yeah.
I bring down the power, and I subtract 1 from the power. I bring down the power, and I subtract 1 from the power. I copy the second function, plus. I copy the first function. Y prime is 1, 3y cubed prime is 9y squared.
Okay, yeah.
Is that better? Perfect. Other questions here on this problem? Anyone? Do we have anything else? Is there anything else that we need to discuss?